Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to Pamela's Crochet and Knit Corner. I am Pam and I am a crocheter who knits a bit. Welcome back. This is the long-awaited episode of Wipville. On this channel, we kick it old school style, so please get your pen and pad out and take some notes. This episode is going to be all about my whips, and I have a lot of them. This is episode 54, and I am happy to be here and share all of my whips with you guys. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I think this is going to be a long one, so settle in, get yourself something to drink, make sure you have your pen and pad out. If I make any type of flub or mistake, I will put it in the description box below. I will post links to the projects that I'm going to show you. You guys know all of my projects are in a project bag, so I'm not going to post those links. That's a lot, you guys. I spent all yesterday evening posting links and getting them ready. Z showed me an easy way to do it. So thank you, Z. I have them all ready to go, but I will, oh my gosh, it's so overwhelming, but I've come a long way, right, you guys? I certainly have. So if you're new, welcome. Thank you for spending some time with me. Thank you to all of my old schoolers who came back and walk with me through Wipville. Are you ready? You know what? I forgot my readers and I will need those. So just 1 second. I am back. By the way, on this channel, I do not edit. Like I said, any mistakes, I will put them in the description box and correct them for you. This episode is going to be jam-packed with stooping, bending, twisting, turning. I'm not going to tell you how many whips I have. You guys count. But there's quite a bit, and everything is in a project bag, and I'll be rummaging around looking for that important index card with the information on it. And I have these to help me read the fine print. So let's get to it. Do you have something to drink? Do you have your pen and pad? Let's take some notes. But before we do that, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Please don't forget to like, and if you are not subscribed, click the subscribe button so you'll know whenever I put up a podcast. And thank you so much for all of your support. Cool Signs by Brenda, the Newbie Crocheter. She has a podcast. Check her out. Okay, I have stuff to my right, at my feet, and over here to the left. So I think what I'm going to do is just grab a bag and I will show you what is in it. Wipville is out of control. Wipville, for those of you that don't know, is my village of whips. I came up with this name a couple of years ago and it has become very popular. So it's time for me to walk through Wipville, and either I am going to finish or frog. I don't know. You guys help me. Help. You tell me. Okay. So I have a nice big basket here. I'm just going to open and drop. There's going to be crinkling, shuffling. My apologies. So are you ready? Let's do this. Okay. Over here to my right. First residence of Wipville. This beautiful bag is from Rel of the Dabbling Hook. She has an Etsy shop and a podcast on YouTube. Inside of here is a Ross hat. and I will leave the link in the description box. These are one of my favorite hats to make. You guys all know that. But sometimes I go rogue on the Ross hat, and that means that I start off making a Ross hat, and then I just kind of do my own thing. So that's what happened on this hat right here. And I am on the DPNs, which means that I am at the decrease point. I decrease with DPNs ever since I learned how to do that. And I am using this really pretty yarn. It reminds me of ice cream. The color is called Bo Peep, and it is the Craft Smart brand from Michaels, the new Craft Smart brand. The new Craft Smart brand feels wonderful. And if you know me again, if yarn doesn't feel good on my fingers, then I know likey, I can't work with it. So, gosh, I don't even know how to balance all of this. Here we go with my Ross hat gone rogue. And this is a keeper. I just need to finish it. So I call this the P-twist after you do the brim, like he tells you to do it. Then I just do a row of purls, and that just kind of separates the brim from the body. And this time I decided to do rows and then some columns and then some more purling up here. I don't know if you can see that detail because of the light. But this is definitely, I'm going to finish it. I am at the DPN stage. I just need to get her done. My problem is whenever something new pops up on my feed, then I'm like, oh, I want to make that. That's going to be great. You know, I run to my stash, look for the yarn, and sometimes I have to go get the yarn. And that's my problem. And then I end up falling out of love with the project. But this one is a keeper, my Ross hat gone rogue. Okay? If you hear life noises, it is a overcast Saturday here in Southern California where I reside with my family. Someone will be coming in and out. Our backyard is very active with birds and squirrels. We have feeders out there, so this is their time of day. So pardon any of the noises. Okay, moving right along. This is, I don't know if I should start counting or not, but I'll try. This is number 2 in a Wipville resident. This bag was gifted to me by Classy Kim. I love this bag. Look at the inside. Look at that. It's beautiful. Okay, this is a keeper because I really like this. My handy dandy note card. I advise everyone to go to the dollar store, grab a pack of note cards, and put them with your projects. That way you know what hook size you have, what item you're working on, what YouTube tutorial you're using, the date you started it, just little notes. If you changed anything, it'll all be on here and you won't ever wonder, what was I doing? These are lifesavers. So, knit a triangle shawl. This is a YouTube tutorial by Yarnspirations hosted by Vickie Howell, and I like it. I finally decided to use some of my yarn. This is a Mrs. Babs Yowza ball, and I shared this with you guys before. Look at those amazing colors. I was just waiting, you know how you're waiting for the right project to come along? So when that popped up on my feed, and that's an older video also too, pardon the crinkling, but this is turning out very nice, and I will be finishing this one. This will not be frogged. I am on my Xiaogu red lace needles, and for my knitters, I think a lot of this is knit. I think I do have a crochet whip in here, maybe, but I apologize, crocheters. I do both. So This is beautiful, the way it's turning out. I love the shape. I'm a big fan of boomerang shaped shawls. You start out there at the tip, and if you can see how this is facing the opposite way, and this is going this way. I like that. So that makes for a very nice edge on the scarf. Very pretty. And that is the knit, How to Knit a Triangle Shawl. It is by Yarnspirations, hosted by Vickie Howell. She is the one that narrates and gives you the instructions on how to knit this beautiful boomerang or asymmetrical shawl. So this is a keeper. I will definitely be finishing this. I also too keep my projects inside of a plastic bag, inside of the project bag. That way there are no leftover remnants and a new occupant can just move right in. So that was number 2. Number 3 in Wipville. This bag was gifted to me by Leo, the sassy Cuban, who is a prolific crocheter. Love this. Everyone knows I like ladybugs. This bag is covered with ladybugs. And see if you guys notice another ladybug. Let me know in the comments. Okay, I'm not admiring myself. I'm giving you a hint. In this beautiful bag, look at that inside. It's a toss-up on this one. I really thought I was just really doing something with this one. This is called the Terribly Simple Crescent Shawl, and it is by Caitlin French. French is F-F-R-E-N-C-H. This is on Ravelry, and I will leave that link below. Oh gosh, when did I start this? Ooh, I started this almost a year ago in June of 2020. That index card. This is, I like it, but because I made a mistake early on, and I know where the mistake is, it bugs me. I am on another set of Chalga red lace. I got an interchangeable set for Christmas from my husband. I love this yarn. The yarn is Moonstone Dye Works, Tommy, and her dye game is fantastic. And then I am using, I think I got the other yarn from Knit Crate. Yes, Knit Crate was my introduction to hand-dyed yarn, and it's a great way to be introduced to hand-dyed yarn. I have since put my subscription on hold, but a couple years ago, that's how I became hooked on hand-dyed yarn. So this is Uru yarn, and it is Sugared Sport, which is this. This is Moonstone Dye Works right here. Knit Crate Sugared Sport. So I got the idea. Isn't that beautiful? You can see the bling. Love this color, and it mixes very well with this color from Tommy of Moonstone Dye Works. She sent that to me. It's a Stellina sock. And her colors are seasonal, so this would not be in her shop at this point in time. She also has a podcast. and you can check her out. Okay, I'm all tangled here. All right, so at first I started off, I was going to do large blocks of color changes. And I got fancy and beside myself, and I added the color on the wrong side. Right there. That whole, it's added on the wrong side. So you can see it. Am I too, what do you call it, atypical or whatever? That, does that not bother you guys? This is so pretty. I was supposed to have this finished for Christmas. I was going to wear it for Christmas. It would turn out stunning. Nice little pop here. And then I decided to just not do the big chunks of color, but to do 2 rows of each. I should turn it this way. This is the right side. See, then I started doing 2 rows, 2 rows, 2 rows, 2 rows, which I had to use a technique that I had never used before, and that was my husband's coming in if you hear something. That would be to carry my yarn up the side, and that's something that I never did before. So I was having fun doing that, carrying my yarn up the side, and you have to twist it just right so that you don't have any loops or holes on the side of your project. And you can't twist it too tight either, because then it'll bunch up. So I don't know, you guys. This is too much to frog, but I kind of fell out of love with it. I don't know. So then what do I do? You know, if I fell out of love with it, and that means I would struggle to finish it. But I can't even spread it out for you because it's bunched up on the needles, but you can get the gist of how nice that would be just to wrap around, to wear for the holidays. So I don't know, but this has been in Wipville since almost a year, because next month is June. So I'm not sure what to do. This is a lot to frog. I don't know if I want to go there or not. I think I just have to buckle down and get her done. So there is that. I will leave this link below. Terribly Simple Crescent Shawl by Caitlin French. It is a free pattern, if I'm not mistaken, on Ravelry. Okay, that was number 3. Wipville occupant number 4. This beautiful bag was gifted to me by another podcaster, and she is also subscribed to my channel, Classy Handmade. Check her out. She has a lot of great tutorials and shawls, hats, lots of fun things to make on her channel. So thank you. So inside of here, this is a crochet project. Crocheters, are you there? Even if you crochet, you can still be inspired by knitting projects. I have always watched both channels. I have a plethora of channels that I watch, some that you may not even have heard of. I think I'll share that in another episode, but I enjoy watching both. Sometimes they're inspirational in their own right. One of my favorite people to utilize their patterns, crochet and knit, is Bhooked. Bhooked, crochet and knit. That is Brittany. She's YouTuber extraordinaire. I'm sure you've heard of her. This is one of my favorite shawls to crochet. So I got this beautiful yarn. So this is a fairly new whip. Yeah, I got this beautiful yarn, from Knit Crate a while back. And again, this is sooooo yarn, and it's called Cotton Basic. It's 100% organic Pima cotton, and it's DK weight. The name of it is called Hustle, and it is beautiful. It's very pretty. And I like Pima cotton. I have worked with that before. Now here's the thing. I have frogged 3 projects. I start something with this yarn. It doesn't feel right. I frog it. I've done that 3 times. So this time I can't frog it again. I'm thinking I love this color. The name of this shawl is called the Caron Cake Shawl, and that's because Brittany used a Caron cake to make this shawl, and it only took 1 Caron cake. This is not a Caron cake, this is hand-dyed yarn. So I like this because look at the spine. Do you guys see the bobbles, the puff stitches that are down the spine? I hope it's not blowing it out. I love that feature of the puff stitch that goes down the spine. This is very simple to crochet. It's very nice. It consists of all double crochets, and then when you get to, you puff stitch every other row. Very simple. Tutorial is very explained extremely well. So I think I'm going to keep going with this. I am not going to frog this again. I don't know. I don't know. This would be nice for the weather now. And I'm going to finish this one. So I will link that below for you. Be Hooked, Crochet, and Knit. The Caron Cake Shawl or Caron Cake Cowl. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5. This bag was made by Kim, the Crafty Nomad. She has an Etsy shop called Ebony, Ebony, Purl. Check her out. I think she's doing some resin things now too. She's definitely a crafty nomad. She's extremely talented. So I love my bag. Okay, you know what? I don't think I'm going to show this because this is my item. I'm in a swap with Joyce on La Joitra. She is a designer of jewelry, and this is going to be my swap item. So I don't know if a person that I'm going to swap with is watching. So, but inside of here is the Linus shawl, and I will give you that information. It's an asymmetrical shawl also too, and it is by Dr. Knit and Purl. And I did put the link. I will put that link below for you so that you can check it out. So I don't want to reveal this. I'm sorry. You might have seen it a while back. It's been languishing in Wipville. And then when I decided to join the swap, I thought, okay, this is perfect. It is perfect for spring because the swap is spring themed. And I thought it'll give me a chance to finish it. I'm using, well, I can share the yarn with you. I'm using some more of my Knit Crate yarn, which is good. This is a sport weight yarn, and it is very airy and good for the spring. And let's see, sorry, Audine wools. Colorway is called Sky. It's 80% superwash merino, 20% tencel, and it is a sport weight yarn. So I am knitting this. I'll use that for my swap item, and that's coming up soon. I have to finish that soon. Moving on. Everyone knows I am an avid football fan. Avid football fan. NFL, college ball, you name it, I know it, I watch it, I love it. So this is appropriate right here. My football bag, the schedule is out for the fall. Dabbling hook, Rel. I got this from her Etsy shop. I wanted something to make that I could utilize my minis. I got a beautiful mini set as a gift from Z, from Cafe Yarn Creations or Yarn Cafe Creations. Instagram, she's a beautiful yarn dyer. Her work is fantastic. And I had some other minis that I had collected when I went to Stitches, all of the Stitches West, Rhinebeck West. I always tried to pick up a couple of minis. So I wanted something that I could use for them or make with them. Then, not too long ago, on my feed, Flux. I really like her. This is the Take It Easy scarf, and this is crochet as well. This is the Take It Easy scarf. I thought it would be perfect to use my minis with. It's a simple repeat. You can just do it, and I'm using a K-hook, but what I decided to do, because I didn't want to use up all of my minis, this is my mini mansion that I keep my minis in. I arranged them according to something that I saw on Christy Glass Knits, where you arrange light, dark, light, dark. Okay, so I tried to do that, and I didn't want to use up all of my minis holding them double. So I dug deep in my stash and I found some hawthorn fingering yarn that I had gotten from Knit Picks a really long time ago. I've had this for a very long time in my stash. So I paired a strand of hawthorn fingering with one of the minis, and this is how I am working it up. This is crochet, and this is how it's coming out. Now this I will definitely finish, and I cannot wait until it is blocked. Okay, so this is a different mini. This is a different mini. So is this. These are all different minis held with hawthorn fingering. So you kind of get a marled look as well. So I'm going to make it long, and I am also going to put a tassel here and a tassel there on all four corners. So that is the Take It Easy scarf by Flux, and it is crochet. And you can make it in whatever type of yarn you like. So let me move this crop out and let me grab the other ones, okay? I'll be right back. Welcome back. Okay, slight little break, and I had to move some things out and move some more things in. Yes, there's more. Okay, so let's continue on. I stopped counting the whips, so another whip occupant in Wipville is, you guys remember this? The big Caron anniversary cake. I had to have one. It was a case of FOMO, F-O-M-O, fear of missing out. I know, likey, henceforth it's still here, but I found a cool project that I have fallen out of love with. It is knit, and handy dandy card. It is called the Beginner's Knit 2x2 Scarf, and it is done by Annoo. She is a crocheter who recently adapted to knitting. I'm pretty sure she knitted for a while, but at one time her channel was mostly crochet. So it's Annoo Crochet and Knit, Annoo. I'm sure you've heard of her. She's been around for quite a while, and she has a great channel, and she does a lot of tutorials, hats, scarves, sweaters, you name it, she's done it. So this one is not too old. Several months. I started on, I think these are knit picks. I'm not sure. These chunky needles. I'm not sure, but I like them. They're nice. And I started doing the 2x2 rib sweater, scarf. Now, this is nice. I like the way she does it because she has you do something different on the end. You can check out the video. I did post it below, where it doesn't curl. So there's no curling involved. And this was meant to be long and chunky. And I don't know, you guys. I was thinking of turning it into a cowl. Is that a good idea to salvage it? Because I've fallen totally out of love with this, and I don't want to work on it anymore. I don't care for this anniversary cake, and I think I said that a while ago. It has flyaways on it. It's totally just, it's all over the place when you work with it. I know a lot of people like it, but yeah, see, yeah, no. So I think what I'm going to do is bind off, and then it looks like I can whip stitch this together, and then I will have a cowl, maybe for when I go to the mountains and it snows. So beginners knit 2x2. It just says knitted scarf. It doesn't say ribbed. And I will put that link below. It is Annoo Crochet and Knit. So let me get this out of the way before it falls over. Moving on. Sugar Skulls. Love this bag. So pretty. Look at the matching progress keeper. Beautiful blue inside, one of my favorite colors. Now this, excuse me, see the fluff from the anniversary cake. I definitely am going to finish this. I really like this. This one is knit. It is by Ruby Stedman. She now has a crochet and knit channel as well. How to knit an easy shawl or wrap. And I grabbed, I think this is a mandala ombre. Yes, it is. I grabbed a mandala ombre from my stash. Look at that. Beautiful colors. And the name of this colorway is called Happy. I like this scarf because of the eyelets. This is a very easy knit. Love it. Look at that. And you can put the eyelets anywhere you want. You don't have to follow the exact pattern. That's what I started doing. Just whenever I felt like it, I would add the eyelets. But this is really pretty, very nice and colorful for the spring and the summer. So now that I've pulled it out, I look at it again. I think I want to start back working on this. But yeah. Red Lace Chalgoo and Ruby Stedman. How to knit an easy shawl or wrap. So this one is a keeper. Love this bag. It has bees on it. Very pretty. I bought this from Zach Stout. His husband, Brad, is the bag maker. This is very thick, really nice inside. Kind of quilted, good and spacious. And, oh, okay. This is brand new. I am working on a Carillon shawl. That is Carillon by TL Yarn Crafts, Tony of TL Yarn Crafts. So I'm doing a swap with someone special. You know who you are. And I just started the Carillon shawl. This is crochet. And this time I decided to use a larger hook for a more open and airy look. And I am using, I don't think I have a ball band. It is Hobby Lobby yarn. It is DK weight, and this is the color Oxblood. I used some of this in my Just Feel Festive scarf that I made during Z's birthday. I'm looking for, I don't think a ball band is in here. No, it's not. But it is Hobby Lobby. I think it's Yarn Bee DK. And you can tell that it's very much a DK weight yarn. Very nice to work with. This is soft, and once it works up, the item is extremely drapey. I made a gold one and gifted it in the same yarn, so I am making a burgundy one. And once I block it out and get going on it, it will look nice as well. So that is the Carillon shawl by TL Yarn Crafts, and I will link that below also too. That is crochet. Okay, I love this bag. This is my Black Panther themed bag made by a yarny friend of mine. She no longer has a shop or anything. She has moved on to another career. Inside of here is a Ross hat. However, I am using some really cool yarn, and I decided to hold it together. So far, the only thing that I've done is this, and the P-twist is right there. There is the brim, and then I did a row of purling. So I am marling these two yarns together. Look at that. Progress Keeper matches the stoppers. These are the cubics. Oh gosh. I can't think of the name of them, but these needles are square. I love them. So I am using Chelsea yarns with Lady Dye yarns. Both are indie dyers, hand dyed yarn, and isn't that magnificent? That is super pretty. I think I showed that to you guys before. It is the Chelsea Luxe hand dyed yarn. It is called Winterberry. Beautiful, and it has these little bobbles on it. So I decided to, this is Lady Dye yarn. I did a deep stash dye for this. I don't remember when I got it, but this is her mint green. It is 100% superwash merino, and it's DK weight. So look at the two of those together. So it turns out to be a very nice, look at those pops of the Chelsea yarn in there. So this is going to be nice when it is finished. And this bag has 2 compartments in it, so I keep one ball of yarn in one compartment and one in the other. Okay, we're coming to the finish line. Kim the Crafty Nomad, Ebony Purl, got this from her shop. Yes. And in here is just a very simple crochet project. It is, I think it's Melanie Crochet, and it is her half double crochet hat. The difference is I am using Pima cotton for this, just in black. And you see how tight the stitches are? That was really important. And this is also nice and airy for the summertime also too. So that's all that this was going to be. My grown kid asked me to make this, and he has a lot of hair, so I had to go wide on it, and I'm still not done. I've got to go down a ways. So that's what this is, half double crochet hat by Melody Crochet, and I will link that below as well. I should have been finished with this, but oh well. Alrighty, look at this nice bag. One of my subscribers gave this to me. You know who you are. It says yarn, it is yarn o'clock somewhere, and that is the truth. I love it. Nice drawstring handle, super cute, thank you. So inside of here, this is a keeper also too. This is a knit project, and I have the instructions in one of my handy dandy notebooks. This project is called, the scarf is called Sonder, S-O-N-D-E-R, and it is by Expression Fiber Arts. Shandy, I really like her. I love asymmetrical scarves or boomerang type scarves. And when I got this luscious yarn, to just love Malabrigo. I mean, I absolutely love Malabrigo. So I am using both of these. I got from the Little Knittery. One of them was a gift. So I decided to stripe again. And this time I decided to do it just in larger chunks. You can see here, I wasn't counting my rows. I just decided to join those together, and they look fantastic. And I like the edging here that she has you do. This is very simple. It's very relaxing. So that's going to look great. I love the combination of both of these Malabrigos. And let me see if I have the tag in here. I should. Malabrigo Piedras, pardon the crinkling, and Malabrigo Rios. Those two colorways. Pretty, pretty. See, that shape is already, it's already taking shape. So that's going to be nice. So this is definitely a keeper and one to be finished. Again, Chow red lace. And we are down to the last occupant of Wipville. Whew. And that is, oh, sorry, I have two more. Here's one. I won this bag in a giveaway of Rel's a couple of years ago, Rel the Dabbling Hook. So inside of here, I simply have a scrappy blanket, something that I can just work on whenever I want to. Look at those colors. I do not color control when I do a blanket. As soon as I start running out of a color, I just do a Russian knot and just join, and I keep going. And I love that. So it can just turn out any way it wants to, and I like that. My great niece has my other scrappy blanket that I finished. Got that idea from DIY Creations. She has a podcast, she has an Etsy shop, she has a DIY Life channel as well. This was a while ago. She's like, hey everyone, get your scraps, let's do a scrappy blanket. So I finished one and I started this one a couple of months ago, and I just have all of my scraps of yarn in here, so I can I literally just dig in the bag, close my eyes, dig in the bag, pull out one, attach it, and keep going. So I do not color control, even though it looks like I did. I did not. So this is going to be nice. It's just something that a palette cleanser I can work on in between projects, and I just pick up my entire bag and take it to my room and work on it. So I am using the Granny Square from YarnUtopia. I like her Granny Square because it's continuous and there are no spaces in between. I'm using an L hook this time for crocheting, a little bit bigger, but I love her Granny Square because it comes out, it's a perfect square, and there's no slip stitching over. All you do is chain up and turn, and when it becomes as big as you want, you're done. So I will leave that link for you below also as well. And we have come down, excuse me, to the very last whip in Wipville. Very last whip in this beautiful bag by Rel of the Dabbling Hook, her Etsy shop, and what's that? Sunny Fun inside. This is the yarn that I had hand dyed for me. Oh gosh, it's been a while ago. She is the wife of Willy Nilly Knits. And the Silken Spider. I named it Ocean Coast. It is a blue face luster, and I started working on the Easy Triangle Shawl by Noble Knits, and this is knit. The yarn is beautiful. It totally reminds me of California. You have those blues and pinks, and when you stand at our beaches and look far out, far and wide, yes, totally. I don't know why I put this down. I think I started it in 2020, but I don't know why I stopped working on it. I don't. I love the yarn overs down the spine. You can see those. You can see the yarn overs down the spine. And the edging right here is nice. So I just need to get with it and finish it. This won't be frogged. Again, Chow red lace needles. Love it. And I have another skein of the yarn ready to be caked up. So, well, you guys, I made it under an hour. I was hoping I wouldn't keep you that long, and I did not. So, let me know what you think. How many whips did I actually have? Let me know. There may be something in that for you. And did you see a ladybug anywhere? Let me know where you saw the ladybug at too. So that's it. That is it. Thank you for walking through Wipville with me. Gosh, I hope I don't cast on anything else. I do need to really buckle down and get some of those done. I don't know. Let me know if you think I should frog something or not. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. Everyone be safe. I know we are opening up a little bit more, and that is nice, but also to be conscious of other people and also keep yourself safe. And I just want to give a thank you to you know who you are, who sent me a Mother's Day card or an e-card. Thank you so much for thinking of me. I had a fabulous, fantastic day. It was perfect. So take care, and I will bid you adieu. Wherever you are in the world, be safe, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.